9:24. By the time you're in your 30s, you think you have it all figured out, but there are some serious money mistakes a lot of people in their 30s still make. Certified Financial Planner Joe Bert joins us now with more. I don't think this is a surprise necessarily to some people. Did we have it
figured out when we were in our 30s?
Joe, I had it all figured out much younger than that. Come on now. All right, so let's dive right in. First, continuing to carry credit card debt.
Yeah, this is the big one.
Big, especially in the U.S.
First of all, it's easy to get.
Yeah.
And secondly, if you carry that credit card debt for your entire lifetime, you are never going to get there from here. You know, if you look at the interest rates that you're paying on a credit card,
right,
and if you're just making minimum payments, the interest that you're going to pay is greater than the amount that you owe. Terrible. And just to put it in perspective, if you can save a buck when you're 30 years old,
right,
and put in your IRA, 401k, and just let it grow at a reasonable rate of return, 6 to 8%, that dollar is worth $16 to you at retirement.
So do the math. Save more than a buck.
How can I take $1 and turn it into 15 or 16 from my retirement? Save it, put it in your IRA or 401k.
All right, next mistake in your 30s, not diversifying your income. What do you mean by that?
Well, you know, with the job situation being so fluid today, Tom, people need to stay abreast of their industry, what they're working on, and look at other opportunities. And what I'm also talking about here is education. You can never stop learning. Learn about different industries, different trades, different professions. Try to broaden yourself out, because chances are your life is going to change before you're 40.
Next up, keeping up appearances for family and friends.
Well, we know what this is all about. You know, you got to have the clothes, got to have the car, got to take the trip, and all that stuff. And what happens is you put in your credit card. You've got to learn to live below your means. You know, I sound like a Scrooge here, but this is the important stuff that kids need to learn in their 30s, because they're going to pay the price when they're 50s and 60s.
And this is another one that nobody likes to think about, but you really need to. Avoiding estate preparations.
Well, it's the basic things about having health insurance. If you don't have health insurance, and heaven forbid you have a major incident, it's going to ruin you. If you're young enough and you need to have life insurance, now you don't want to go out and buy life insurance as a savings or investment. It should be to protect your children or kids. Buy term insurance and get it when you're in your 30s. It's a heck of a lot cheaper than waiting when you're 40s and 50s.
Overspending on children. This one is hard not to do, because we all want the best for our children. We all love
the kids. And the problem is the kids come home and Johnny's got the new shoes, got the new game, got the new stuff. They're going here, they're going there. You got to teach, you got to understand. The kids got to understand that money does not grow on trees, and overindulgence is one of the things that we do as parents. It's really one of the things that can hurt our kids and hurt us financially.
All right, here's one that you got me on. You said we had it all figured out. One I didn't have figured out necessarily in my early 30s. Putting off saving for retirement. I think when I was about 30, 31 is when it finally clicked with me.
Well, you're a lot younger than most. Most people that I see in my office today really don't get serious and focused on their retirement until they're in their 50s. Kids are out of the house.
Way too late.
Well, it's way too late. It's a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
The earlier you start, the more you get discipline yourself to save 10% of your income, put in your 401k, put in an IRA. It makes the ride a lot smoother, and you learn to live on what you're not spending.
And then you have that cushion when the time comes.
You got it.
All right, Joe. Good to see you. Thanks.
Good to see you. Thanks.
Kirsten.
Always good to